Well, a new book out travels to the dark side of the fairy tale landscape. The author says the popular tales of the Brothers Grimm was the source of her inspiration for writing the book. Our own Becky Anderson introduces us to children's author Cornelia Funke and her new book, Reckless, in this edition of Authors Revealed.
So congratulations on
Thank you
Reckless.
so much.
It is the most amazing, phenomenal book.
Oh my God.
And it has that perfect darkness to it. You know?
Thank you so
and talking about the Grimm brothers, you know, and when you think of the real Grimm brothers and Wilhelm and Jacob, you know,
Yes.
and the two boys who are the main characters in the book, Will and Jacob.
Yes.
And so what was it that created the spark for this book? And I know you have a co-conspirator on this book, and we want to hear all about it, because even that you kind of are telling the story together. But I want to know how this all began, because it's the most fascinating collaboration. So,
it is, and I'm so sorry he's not here. I teased him with it. I said, you will miss the best event of the whole tour, going to Anderson's. So we started to work together on a script project based on a Nutcracker of E.T. Hoffmann.
Okay.
That was his original idea. And for this, which has nothing to do with E.T. Hoffmann, he had that idea that there is what if all the fairy tales we know about are a reality in another world? Right. What if the stone faces on our walls are all the terror from another world, which somebody remembered who came through a door, a mirror, whatever. So he said that fairy tale world probably is growing up. It's not in the Middle Ages anymore. It's been infiltrated by our world, so it's going up. There are trains, maybe. There are rifles and swords. There's everything. So I love that idea so much. But I said fairy tale world is probably not enough of a frame, because for a fantasy world you need a frame, or it's so random. So I thought, what if I do the Grimms and say this is almost like Austria, first part. Second part will probably be a little bit like England and France, so I will read fairy tales from that region. Maybe the third is Russia, but do it like a map of Europe, just mixed with the fairy tales. But
this world that you've created is so incredibly fascinating, and we know there's going to be another book after this, and we can't wait.
Yes.
But what I think is so great about it, it's a great crossover, because adult readers will love it, because they're two guys in their 20s, so it will appeal to that older reader too. And this world you've created has so many different characters and so many different levels of the story. There's a love story. There's that story of the world behind the mirror, and also the world of what our skin is all about.
Yes, absolutely.
Which has a great topic for conversation. So was it a way for you to create character that you'd never had worked before?
I have to say, for example, what was interesting to work with somebody, I am quite respectful of my characters. I love to be a little bit more curious about my characters and ask a little bit more uncomfortable questions.
We've had an incredible fairy tale type conversation with author Cornelia Funke and her brand new fantasy. It's called Reckless. Back to you, Dolly.